Hi everyone, welcome back to Super Mommy London's channel. I'm London. Today we are making Chicken Broth Wonton Soup. This is a requested video by my friend. It's such a comfort and delicious food. Let's get started. 大家好，我是 London， 欢迎你们回来。今天我们来做满足感十足的鸡汤馄饨。I used the dry container of my Vitamix to blend the pork. This container is the same one that I used to make the whole grain powder in my Chinese crepe video. Please check that video as well. I cut the pork into chunky pieces and press pause button to blend the pork on a medium to high speed. 把猪肉切成大块，再用料理机把它打成肉泥。Vitamix 这个机器有两个杯，一个是专门用来打奶昔的，一个是打干的食材。我用的是这个专门打干的食材的这个杯。这个杯也是我做煎饼果子的时候用来打那个粉的，所以你也可以去看一下我煎饼果子的视频。Add in the scallions and grated ginger, oyster sauce, soy sauce, salt, cooking alcohol, sesame oil mixture into the pork and blend it well. 加入葱碎、姜泥和所有的调料，我在视频的解释区会写出详细的用量。Keep blending until the pork is all finely ground.Transfer the ground pork into a big bowl. 打好后，把肉馅放在大碗里。Mix in 2 tablespoons of water. Make sure you mix it in a same direction, otherwise the water won't blend in well. 加2勺水，用同样一个方向搅拌，把水打进去。Now you can transfer it out to a plate. 把肉馅放在盘里。I'm using these wonton wrappers that I ordered from Chinese grocery app. You also need some water on the side. 把馄饨皮拿出来就可以包了。今天我会介绍3种方法。第一种，从一个角开始包。There are so many ways to wrap a wonton. Today, I'm gonna show you 3 of them. The first one, you put the pork on the corner of the wrapper, roll it up diagonally to the 3/4 of the wrapper, stick up each end with water, stick up the 2 ends together. 第二种是从中间包成元宝形。The second way, put the pork in the middle of the wrapper, fold it up in half and stick it up with water. Now fold it again, but not completely, and stick the 2 ends together at the same time. 第三种是适合小 baby 吃的小馄饨。The third way is to make smaller wontons and easy for babies to eat. I cut the wrappers in half diagonally into triangles. Wrap the wonton from the corner of the wrapper. 还有一种我会给大家看一下，但是并不适合我们来用，因为我们在这里买到的馄饨皮太厚，所以不太适合这种方法。但是我会包一下给你看一下。The last method that I don't recommend because the wonton wrappers that we bought here are so thick, so it made this method so hard to implement. But I remember when my parents had their restaurants in China, one of them served freshly made wontons for breakfast and lunch. I always watched them doing this so fast. It was like a wonton wrapping competition. It was so satisfying by watching it. Now my daughter wants to do it too. 这是我女儿包的。拿在手里看，哇，好棒啊！I love it. Now we're gonna make some egg strips to put into the wonton soup. 现在我们来做蛋皮。2 large eggs and beat it up. Mix in half teaspoon of sweet potato starch and 1 teaspoon of water. Add it into the egg. 2个鸡蛋加半勺水淀粉搅打成蛋液。In a large pan, grease it a little bit. Pour in half of the egg mixture. Keep rotate the pan and make the egg spread evenly into a circle. flip it when it's solid. Then make the second one. 把蛋液分成2次倒入锅中，摊成薄薄的蛋饼，拿出来切成丝。When it's done, cut them in stripes. Cut some cucumber stripes, cilantro, and scallions too. 切一些黄瓜丝、葱碎、香菜备用。On the burner, in one pot, boil some water and boil a half and half chicken broth and water in another pot. 一个锅里面加水煮馄饨，另一锅里面加一半水一半鸡汤，烧开。When the water is boiling, put in the wontons. Keep stirring them to prevent them from sticking to the bottom of the pan. When the water is back to boiling again, add in half cup of cold water. Bring it to a boil. When all the wontons float up to the surface of the water, it's done. 馄饨下锅煮开后，加1次冷水，再煮开，馄饨都飘上来就可以了。碗里面加1勺酱油、2勺香油和一些海苔，把煮的鸡汤倒入碗中。While the wontons are being cooked, add in 1 teaspoon of soy sauce and 2 teaspoons of sesame oil into each bowl. Add seaweed and chicken broth that we just boiled. 加入馄饨，再把蛋丝、黄瓜丝、葱碎和香菜加入，这样一碗鲜美的馄饨就煮好了。Put the cooked wontons into the bowls. Add in the cilantro, scallion, cucumber stripes, and egg stripes. If you can't finish all the wontons on the same day, save the raw wontons in the freezer and make it whenever your heart desired. Voila! These yummy babies are done. 煮不完的馄饨可以把生的冻起来，随时可以煮来吃。The second day, I add some chili paste into the broth. It's so satisfying. Okay, hope you'll like my tutorial. Make this delicious wonton soup at home and give me a thumbs up. Share this to your friends. I'll see you next week. 谢谢你们的观看，希望你们给我点赞、订阅，并且分享给你们的朋友。那我们就下周见了，拜。
不是你把肉包进去。
切这玩意儿。好。